Diane in Denmark here. Let me just get the timer started because I forgot to start it when I was doing my detailed cleaning in the bathroom on Monday. Anyway, timer has started. I'm working down here in the basement today, which ties in really well with our zone for the week, which is Flylady Zone and TOTH, Zone 3, the bathroom plus one other room. Now, you saw me, or if you watch my channel, you'll have seen I was decluttering here in the zone last month because we're having a new heating system put in, and the men, I don't know if you can hear them digging up the road outside, they are probably going to come in here either later today or tomorrow. Now, I've removed where we had shelves here that was full of stuff, and I've already decluttered all along the top and down here. So I've done a really good job. I did it 15 minutes at a time, and these are things that we want to keep, but you know, sometimes sometimes you don't want to deal with things and you say, well, I'll just keep that. But the next time we're in the zone, you get to go around and have another look. And that's what I've been doing with these things here. I've had craft stuff and ribbon. Anyway, the timer's running and I'm all ready to start. Remember, you can be working in your guest bedroom, garden sheds, in the bathroom. Oh, hold on, just get my beads straight like Thoroughly Modern, really. Do yourself a favour and get a bag. Boxes ready. I've got one here for recycling in case there's anything recycling, and a bag for giveaway. And I'm not going to do any fancy filming, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I'm down here in the dungeon. Anyway, I don't have to move this, but I thought as the men are coming, it would be really nice to at least get this one cleared as well. Right, I'm going to start over here. Now this, it's just off camera. This is a box, a container that we have, and it is full of wrapping paper. Now, this is all wrapping paper that we have because I told you around Christmas time, I don't buy Christmas wrapping paper, christening wrapping paper, birthday wrapping paper. I buy generic paper, usually, you know, some kind of gold or silver or pink or something like this, and then I just use, you know, I've got a big box of leftover ribbon and, you know, I kind of tart the thing up. So this is all to be kept. I've also got some offcuts of wallpaper from our bedroom. I want to keep those. So basically this is a keep. I'm just going to move this out of the way when the men are working here. And I've also got some artwork. We keep it all rolled up. This is some key pictures that my son did when he was younger, and I've got some posters from my let's have a look. Oh my goodness, these are posters that I had in my room back home in Scotland when I was a teenager. Cocteau twins, anybody remember them? So I want to keep a hold of those, and the other ones are the kids and our you know, Donald Duck posters. So those can be kept. I'm thinking about maybe framing some of them. I think there's also a Clint Eastwood one in there. Anyway, that's a future project. So those are definite keepers. There's nothing to go out there. So that's just going to move to the side. Let me grab down here. Now, this is where I keep extra sewing supplies. And I want to thank you for everybody who commented on the video. Remember I said to you I was going through some knitting needles and I came up with this item. Can you see what it is? And I think it's the most comments I've ever had in a video. It's for doing a special type of weaving a kind of rug thing that was very popular apparently in the States, in the UK, not really here, but anyway, that is now going to go to the charity shop because I don't need it. I ain't going to start doing other kinds of crafts. I'm rubbish at knitting. Right, and in here, you can see I've got some more stuff. I've got more. No, now these are the knitting needles that I did want to keep. I keep those for making æbleskiver, you know, Danish donuts. If you haven't seen that, there's a playlist with recipes and crafts. And the other knitting needles I want to keep are the really giant ones. Now, I'm not a knitter, but sometimes actually like to get out a ball of wool and just kind of click the needles a bit. So I'm keeping those. And then in here I've got elastic, I will keep that. And I've got, actually I can see a lot of the things are for my sewing machine in here. I've got extra sewing machine needles. So those are keepers. Oh, I've also got more buttons. Okay, the buttons are going, sorry. Do you remember when I got rid of all those buttons? I gave them to Vibeke. Okay, this is markers. Yeah, I'll keep that. Oh yeah, and more spools for my sewing machine. Oh, not a very nice, a plastic tape measure. That can go out because I've got a good one here. Plus, oh actually there's another one. I tell you what, that one can go to the charity shop. And I've got special feet, little feet for my sewing machine. But all these zips. Now, oh, here's another one. Okay, that one is a paper one. That can go into the bin. All these zips, those I think I'm going to give to Vibeke because she's a really good seamstress and her daughter is studying clothes design and does a lot of things like that. So I tell you what, I'm going to keep one of each colour and all the rest will be coming to you, Vibeke. Watch out. Poor old Vibeke, she gets everything that comes from here. Okay, so that's that one. And then on the bottom of this little tubby thing, right, this is for fixing. Oh, it's it's I can't remember what you call it in English. Anyway, I'm keeping. That's the thing. I've lived in Denmark for 20 years, and I speak to my friends in Danish all day long. I only speak to the kids in English, so those type of things I can't remember what they're called in English. Okay, this is stuff for doing a bit of needlework, and as far as I remember, that came from my dearly departed Danish mother-in-law. She was fantastic at sitting, knitting, sewing, crochet, all of those things. And actually, I quite like doing embroidery, so I'm going to keep that. That's a kind of when I'm really got too much time on my hands. And that's more embroidery threads. And you know what? These ones belong to my granny, and I just love the look of them. And remember, you don't need to throw everything out, but these are my kind of memories of my granny. So this is a little bag. Right, so that's going to be kept. Okay, and this is one of those, for stretching out your embroidery. I'll keep that. Oh my goodness, you might... Don't worry, you're not going to be seeing me doing any embroidery in videos. Okay, those can go to Vibeke as well, because that's for, if you've got small kids and they need the elastic to stretch a bit on their trousers, more elastic. Okay, that can go to Vibeke too. Right, this little box was something that my daughter had. When you're doing that knitting, you can do using an old spool. That one can go to the charity shop because I think it's got all the parts there. Let me just check. I don't want to be giving something to the charity shop that's useless. No, okay. They'll be pleased to get that. And I love going into the charity shop because the ladies and gents there, they're always so delighted, when I come in with stuff. I almost get a hug when I'm in there. Okay, I've got some old flowers. Okay, this one's bashed. That can go in recycling. But these ones I'll keep because I quite often use those for adding to, a parcel or on my bike. You may have seen that I added an extra one to my bike. So those get to be kept. And the other things that I have, okay, that one's a bit, I quite like it though. That one. Oh, and here's a little elephant. That can go to Vibeke too. Right, because she really does a lot of crafting and knitting and sewing. And I'm going to keep my kilt pins. Right, so that's basically everything in that one. And this is, that's the thing with these craft things. You end up with this stuff and think, what on earth is it for? Okay, let's get it out. Oh, it's I don't know what it is. It's one of these for putting in poppers, those popper things. So I will keep that. I've used that sometimes, and also to replace ones that break. So that can be kept. Okay, I've got 2 things left on this one and then I am done. Go me. These look like curtain hooks. And I know it's just a tiny thing, but you know what? I'm not going to... No, it's a curtain hook thing. Okay, those can go to... I'll give those to Vibeke because she makes curtain... She does a lot of stuff. Okay, she can get that. And this is Velcro. I'll hold on to that. And oh yeah, this is another thing that you can... you know, the backing that you iron on to... You know, if there's like a little hole starting on the back of a pair of trousers or something. So anyway, I'll keep that. So go me, I've managed to get rid of most of what was in this one. And the rest can stay. Yeah, and remember, you know, you may have lots of these tiny little things and think, oh well, I just hold on to it. But they all kind of take up space. It is all clutter, so that's why I'm getting rid of those little hooks. But I'll keep the elastic. Right, on to the next one. Oh, itchy nose again. Right, in here. Okay, it's a bit messy, but this is because I use this one all the time. How's the time doing? Okay, a few minutes left. Good. This is one of the ones that I was telling you about. This is where I keep everything that I use for wrapping presents. So I've got ribbon. Let me just take it. I've got Danish ribbon with a little Danish flag on it. We're coming into confirmation season and student season. So I have a lot of those little things that say Tillykke. That means congratulations in Danish. And a lot of Danish flags. When you wrap up a Danish present, you always put lots of flags on it. And I've also got all my special stickers, like for 50th birthdays. Oh! For my cousin's 50th birthday on Friday. That I'm going to put this to the side because I'll need this for Friday. Okay, a plastic thing which had contained little bows. Recycling. Oh, I've got more Tillykke. A lot of stickers. Okay, so that's all stickers, and I've got more 50th ones there. Yep. And what else have I got in here? Oh yeah, here's ones when they are student, you know, when they're finished high school. I'm trying to think if there's anybody we know this year who is finishing up. Oh. Anyway, that I'm definitely keeping. And then I've got, you know, rolls of ribbon, and that's explanatory, more of the Danish stuff. Okay, so basically everything in here. This is all, oh, that's the lid of the little, that plastic thing with the ribbon, so that can go out too. Right, okay, that is a keeper. And as I say, I use this box all the time, and I'm going to finish doing my cousin's present, so I'll take that next door. Right, let me see. Oh, okay, I think I can do one more. And this is, I don't know if you can see, I really like these IKEA boxes because you can kind of stack them one on top of each other and see what's in them. I don't label everything that I have. I'm not that manic about organising. Okay, this is a stamp set that one of the kids, I think it was my daughter got it from my friend Mark, and we've actually used that a lot and still use it. But these little stamps, these little plastic ones that we got with other sets, those are going out. And they're no use to anybody. So all those, boom, boom. And this is a little pen from Klutz, that can go out. Oh, we used to have so many Klutz things. Do you know Klutz, the American thing of, oh, it was a Klutz one. Let me see. No, that's dried up too. Okay, that's all plastic recycling. And I've got some stamps, which I know my daughter won't want, but those can go to the charity shop. I'll put them together in a wee bag in. They'll look quite nice. I don't know even what that's meant to be. Oh, this one says Glædelig jul og godt nytår. I'll put that actually with my ribbons and stuff for when we're at Christmas. And these ones, let me just check, see if that works. No, those are dried up. Okay, those were also little stamps. And this one is just smiley. Yeah. And these are all things that, you know, my daughter would use a lot, but we're kind of too old for those kind of crafts now. So those are all going out to the charity shop. Boom, another one that's dried up, another little ink pad. But the stamps are okay. Great, more. And this, oh, this is one of my favourite things. I'm going to, as a child, I used to love, oh, let me just stop the timer. I used to love pretending that I was working in the post office. Remember, you used to have those post office sets where you would have, you know, a postal order and the little stamps. And I always dreamt of having a date stamp. But I'm going to get the kids to have a look at this because I'm not even sure. Like, we're in 2018. Well, it's 2018. You may be watching this in 2049. But I'm not even sure how far up this goes. I'll get my kids to check because it may be out of date. And I can't really see here. Anyway, I'll get them to check that. Okay, I'm just going to finish this box because I'm not going to keep going and going. When the timer goes off, you stop and clear up. But that's another ink pad. Let me just see if this one works. This was all different stamps. No, they're all dried up. And that's the thing, sometimes don't hold on to stuff, especially like paints and things like that, because they don't last forever. Right, that's another stamp, and another stamp, and another stamp, and one more. Okay, so those are all going to the charity shop. Hold on, I'll just show you down there. They're all going to the charity shop. And another one that's seen past its best. Hey, oh, okay, good. So, out of this box, the only thing that I'm keeping is this stamp set, and that will fit in with my other craft thing. So, go me, look at that. Empty box, empty box. And I'm going to ask the kids to work out the thing about the stamp, and Vipika is getting this lot, and that's me done. So, as I said, reset your timer once you're finished a declutter session. This is going to take me 3 minutes to put it away. Don't kind of leave everything out because you're just being a mess. Oh, hold on, my beads here. You're just being in a mess like before. So I've managed to get rid of another box, and I might do another session again before they arrive, but hey ho, you never know. Anyway, that's all for me. So remember, just do whichever zone you want to do. You can be working with me in zone 3 this week. Otherwise, you know, if you've got a real problem with the garage, something like that, you work in there. Anyway, live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you, and I shall see you very soon. Bye for now.